Da 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 bow wow girl. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is my final straw. My final straw in capitalism. So the printer that I bought with money and the paper that I supply with it that costs money, the ink that I supply it with costs money, and the house that I have to plug it into, I can't use the printer unless I have a subscription to it. You have to have a subscription to said printer to use the printer that I already bought with money.
Classic. All right, buckle up. So we're talking subscriptions today. Life's basically a subscription model, according to my boy Gavin Prophet here. He actually wrote a song about it, and we're gonna dive deep because people are getting pissed. They're not happy about it, and neither am I. Gavin, take it off.
Our entire life is a subscription model. You pay your rent, you subscribe for a place to sleep. And even if you own a home, your subscription is in the taxes and the insurance, and healthcare is just a subscription to live.
I really wish that I could unsubscribe from this life. I don't own anything but pay the price every time.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let's let this guy go first. I like this dude.
Sick of
What?
subscription services for everything.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of them. I'm tired. Like, it started with streaming services and it seemed like a good idea, right? It was like, okay, cool. Instead of buying DVDs, I can just pay X dollars a month and I can get all these shows. But now they're starting to take away the shows, and there's 900 subscription services for things.
Yeah.
For all these different streaming channels, right? And now I'm seeing that they got subscription services now for refrigerators.
Yeah.
For rich people.
Yeah, rich people be wilding out with their fridges.
Yeah, they got subscription services for washer dryers. I saw there was an
Yo. Rich people be wilding out with these fridges. You know what I always trip me out? The fridges with like the TVs on them. Have you seen that? That's a bit much.
idea for subscription services for cars. They can start shutting off features if you don't pay. And then they...
That's kind of funny, though. But this article here from Forbes, I was wondering, I was like, when did this subscription service start? You know what I mean? My initial thought was like magazines. I used to have like Thrasher magazine, Playboy, Sex, you know? Like magazines were kind of my thought. But according to Forbes here, it goes, where do subscription services come from? Well, the concept has been around for hundreds of years. In fact, in the UK, individuals were able to subscribe to deliveries from the milkmen as long ago as the 1860s. That's where it is. While magazine subscriptions began in the late 1800s. Now subscription services make up a huge part of our lives. Yeah, basically every single thing is a subscription. All of it. And you're probably thinking to yourself right now, he's going to ask me to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm not. I don't care. I'm just kidding. I never say subscribe to my videos, but I was just thinking about that. But to think that the milkman, he started off, our founding father, milking us for all the money we got. How funny is that? The fucking milkman started it all. Everything, all of it. Oh, we're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna have a great time, and you're gonna like it. But thanks to today's sponsor, Aura. Aura's cybersecurity. All right, they got your identity. They come in. They're the internet snipers. They got your back. The main reason I use Aura though is because I live online. My work's online. I'm basically a cyborg at this point. So now they're cleaning up my Google search, anything I don't want on there. Spam calls, I'm down to like maybe 1 a day compared to 10. Spectacular. I'm not even kidding. They offer $1 million in identity theft insurance, like a 24-hour support. Another big reason I use them is their VPN. Like I said, I'm always online. And if you use my link down below, you get 14-day free trial. They also have great family plans. They got a laundry list of stuff, man. But if you're just doing one person like I am, they cover up to 10 devices. Okay, you could even get your kids on there. You could block whatever you don't want them seeing stuff. Aura's got your back. The highest plan goes up to 5 adults and unlimited kids. So with Aura, you could be humping and jumping, have as many kids as you'd like. Use my code below, right down here, a little linky link. Get a 14-day free trial. And honestly, the spam calls alone and the identity theft, forget it, dude. The Google searches, the VPN, I mean, that alone's worth it for me. Anyways, sponsored by Aura. Anyways, keep this party moving. Sorry, I'm using a new thing here. I'm trying to get used to it.
I hate that everything is a subscription now. Like, there are some things that are not meant to be a subscription. Like features that are built into your car, not meant to be a subscription. Ink for your printer, not meant to be a subscription. Why does it seem like every single business is now trying this business model? Like,
the milkman, guys. It's actually a genius. It's kind of genius. It really is. Like, monthly revenue every month. You know, I can't, but the printer is next level shit. I mean, it gets deep. Just wait a little longer in this video. We'll get real. We're going down. We're going deep. Deep, daddy. But everything I'm using right here, okay, I have Adobe, my editing software, 2 editing softwares. There's really no getting around it. At least for my line of work. But apparently the printer, your refrigerator, okay, it's fine. It's okay.
I get you want to make money more than anything in the world. And I get there is people who are willing to pay for a subscription. But, like, can we just not? Can we just not? And I saw, like, McDonald's is now saying they're not making enough money every month. $10, they're going to become Panera and do, like, the sip of the month thing that Panera is trying. And there's going to be a subscription service at McDonald's. That's probably my biggest pet peeve of late stage capitalism is every single business is only focused on growth and what will make them a profit. Like, you are not going to grow infinitely. Your customer base will dry up. We are getting less people on this planet, thank fucking God. So instead of now trying to grow, they're just trying to suck more money out of their current customer base.
That does make sense. Running out of people. Church with the steeple. I mean, it is a good business model. If you're the person charging for the subscription, it's kind of genius. It really is. It's just, do you imagine if you have a subscription to McDonald's? I don't feel bad for you. But you know what? That's corporate America, right, Gavin?
Making money off of this.
Corporate America, corporate America.
Okay. But you know what's crazy is like a lot of you guys probably watching this, we know it's on purpose, you know? Like, you get a lot of people, it's like, oh, my house is a subscription. You know, okay, that's like, we're talking about new, modern day stuff. We'll get to the cars and all that. But, for instance, what I'm doing here, I'm bringing this up because I've been editing a long time, like 15, 20 years. And, you know, I could just buy it once. And now I can't. It's $20 every month times 3. So it's $60 every month. You know, when you used to be able to just buy it, you have it on a disc, right? One of those circle things. You guys remember, you'd open up the disc and you'd put it in. Yeah, that's not it anymore. I used to just put it in my computer, download it, done. Now it's, you know, everything I have to use to do that, which I'm not bitching about it. It's just funny that, you know, your refrigerator. Anyways, but I'm not the only one that thinks this is kind of, I don't think it's on accident, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I'm not alone.
I truly think that all these big corporations are trying to price us out of owning anything. I believe that. I think that's what they're doing. I got my house insurance renewal notice today.
And what quietly went away without anyone noticing: ownership. We used to pay money and then the thing actually belonged to us. Now everything is sold as a service.
That soon you'll own nothing and forced to be happy.
We're going deep here. This guy gets a little carried away. But it's nice to know that I'm not the only one going, what is going on? Anybody in here tripping out? This guy goes a little deep here, but that's good, clean fun.
That's right, even the very pillow you lay your head on at night could become a subscription service. Think about it, home ownership is plummeting, and so is car ownership, even media and video games. The days of saving up, owning something outright, sharing with friends, selling it, or just handing it down to your kids. Those days are fading into history. Take electric cars as an example. They're loaded with so much unnecessary tech that the average person can't even pop the hood and tinker anymore. Now, you need a certified technician and permission from the manufacturer just to make basic changes. It's all locked behind proprietary systems and software. That's not convenience, that's control. And here's the wild part. Some people are saying this is a good thing. They argue, why would you want to own a car? AI transport will cause fewer
He's going somewhere. It gets a little wild, but
accidents. It's safer. Or why should people buy up all the homes when everyone can just have a place to live on subscription? Isn't that true equality? They paint this picture of a utopia, fewer diseases, fewer accidents, free food for everybody, and universal medical care. Own nothing and be happy. It sounds great on paper, right? But let me ask you this. Name one other group that gets all these perks for free. And that's right, farm animals. They get free roofs over their heads.
Why is everything becoming a subscription nowadays?
my boy goes, farm animals. We're being farmed here. Farm to table. People like that. But I do think, though, that it's... is it really just about the money? Is it? Well, for Walmart, I think it is. This one's crazy right here.
If you want to go to the gas station, subscription. You want to go get some dog food, subscription. You want to go to the self-checkout line, subscription. If you haven't heard yet, Walmart is considering the idea of only allowing their Walmart Plus subscribers to use self-checkout. A year's worth of Walmart Plus is $98. $98 for self-checkout.
I think
That's the best. That's the best thing I've ever heard. You know, it's already been like the argument going, I should be paying less because I'm bagging my own groceries. It's technically like it's almost as if you hired me for this 45 seconds to come and check myself out. But no. Now, if you want to be able to check yourself out and do a job that we would pay somebody historically to do for you, it's going to be $98 a year. Always low prices. Walmart. I know. But this is the new world. This is the new it kid, the new shit. Anyways, pivot to the cars, what everybody wants to hear about. I was kind of blown away by this because I still drive a 2007, but apparently cars now
is also interesting. We see a lot of new automakers are implementing subscription-based services in their new cars, which is not being received well at all by people who are buying these cars. You know, imagine you just spent 60, 70K on a brand new car, only to find out your heated seats aren't gonna work unless you pay a subscription fee, or your heated steering wheel's not gonna work unless you pay a subscription fee. And it's not even just a one-time fee, it's a monthly ongoing fee.
Who in the shit has a heated steering wheel? I think he might just be making that one up.
BMW is a company that got in the most hot water over this in recent times.
They have lost their fucking minds. Like, if cars start getting, which Tesla is in the subscription game and it's blowing the fuck out of me.
Yeah, Tesla's like the pioneer aside from the milkman, but BMW owners outraged over $18 a month charge to use heated seats. You could pay $180 for 1 year for the heated seats subscription, $300 for 3 years. If you're new to the channel, BMWs, pieces of shit. That's my thoughts on them. Hey, there's money to be made. It's just kind of, you know, first we got the printer, the refrigerator. And now your car. It's the classic. It's the long con. They've been planning this shit ever since Playboy magazine.
But if every car starts getting into the subscription game, and this what y'all start doing, you charge me $18 a month to use my heated seats? Like the car ain't 40 grand? Y'all need more than the 40 grand? Is it like greed? Greed is a motherfucker.
I've seen people.
He's not dripping. I mean, I don't know if it's... I think it might just be people want to just make money. It's kind of... No one's buying physical products, right? Like, think about it this way. Cars aside, okay? Milk, forget milk. Magazines. Who's buying those? Not you. Probably not. Newspapers. They don't exist. But to be fair, though, like, Netflix makes sense, right? The refrigerator and the printer and all these things. But at the same time, it's like if they're not able to sell anything, this is the new business model of the future. It's almost like we all have to find a way to get a subscription. It's kind of crazy. Even what I'm doing here. If you're new here, I never say subscribe to the channel. I don't. And it's not that it costs you a monthly payment. But there's some of you watching this that probably pay for YouTube Premium so that you don't get ads like Aura to protect your cybersecurity for you, right? Which I do use them. They're great. I don't mean it to say it like that, like a double plug. It's just that this is kind of the new business model, though. Crazy shit. Anyways, Gen Z and Millennials. This one, we're going to kind of wind it down. But with this new subscription era that we live in, it is making it harder. Not older people are kind of more cemented. But for the younger generation, this guy makes a great point.
We'll talk about how millennials and Gen Z don't have the same spending power as like their parents. But one thing we don't talk about is how everything is now a subscription. Like you can't buy or own anything. Rent is a subscription. Netflix, water subscription, utilities, electricity subscription. Like everything, it cannot be bought. It can only be licensed on a monthly basis. And what happens is you never get to a point where like those costs trail off. Like those costs are forever. They're in perpetuity every month until the end of the universe. And that's something like your folks or your grandparents didn't have to deal with. Because back in the day, like not even a house, but let alone other things you could just buy outright. Like you can't just buy Adobe anymore. No. You have to join one of their subscription plans. You can't just buy Microsoft Excel software. You have to stream spreadsheets now.
He's not kidding. You really do have to stream spreadsheets. That's the best. But for anybody doing anything online, which everybody has to do something online, what am I even talking? Even your bank account is a subscription. If you don't have a certain amount of money in it, they charge you a fee every month. Yeah, that's right. You big daddy. It's kind of funny. It's fucked up. It's not really funny. But this one is funny. We're going to end on a funny note here, on a high note. Oh, this one was good.
At this point, I feel like if they could, they would make you watch an ad before you unlock your phone. And then people would be like, well, I need to call 911, and this is stopping me. I need to call 911. And they would charge you for emergency services, if they could.
They would. That's the funniest part. Help, I'm dying. But real quick, sponsored by, I don't know. You guys leave your thoughts. I still use DVDs and shit. I try to have minimal subscription services. If it wasn't for my girlfriend, I wouldn't have Netflix, or I don't have Amazon Prime. I don't have any of these things. I try my best. I do have plenty of subscriptions. Everything's a fucking subscription, okay? But I try my best to not have as many. That's all I can really do. It's get used to it. Anyways, you guys want to reach out to me, hit me up at this number. It is a pay per minute. You got to pay to play around here if you want to chat with me. Check out the second channel, or don't. it's just kind of, it's bizarre to think that this is where it's at. But this is it, you know? To get ahead in life, you kind of got to go, all right, subscription service, that's the new business model, and now everybody's got to figure out a way to have a subscription. So, God, solid talk. Unreal.